Tell us a little bit about your story. You've published your own book, haven't you?
Yes, well, it's you don't have all morning, unfortunately, but yes, I'm currently published with HarperCollins, One More Chapter, and I received a great number of rejections from agents and publishers over the years. So it was just a case of being determined, sticking with it, trying to take what I could from the rejections and just carrying on, which is what most writers advise you to do.
As just sticking with it, Julie, what kind of support did you have? You must have chatted to other people because you must have had some low points during that time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yes, I think every writer, when you're sort of in this business, you have to prepare yourself for the rejections because they're inevitable. My late mum was amazing. I grew up single parent, very supportive grandparent. My mum always used to tell me, if you want something, go for it, dreams can and do come true. So she was always so really encouraging. My grandparents were avid readers. So me and my brother grew up spending a lot of time in the local library. They used to take us down there a lot when my mum was at work. And then when I started writing, the writing community on social media is incredibly supportive, from other agents giving you advice to publishers, other writers, the blogging and reading community. So it's just invaluable. Writing can be a bit of a lonely process sometimes, and to have that support network there, and to know that other people have gone and are going through what you are trying to get published, it means a lot, and it does keep you going because your morale can take a bit of a hit at times.
You always enjoyed writing. What inspired you to start doing it professionally?
I've always been an avid book reader, right from when I was small. As I say, my grandparents used to take us to the library all the time. So I grew up just loving books, storytelling, anything to do with Disney as well. And I actually trained as a journalist and studied communication and media. But I always wanted to write books, write fiction, and it just stayed with me. Life sort of got in the way. I had 2 sons. Got married, work, but then as the boys started to get older, I found I had a bit more time to devote to it.
You write women's fiction, that's right, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Well, yes, I do.
Have you thought about writing a book about how to write a book?
That's a very good question. I have been asked that. That's a really tricky one because I think a lot of people have a different idea of what publishing route they want to go down. So some want to do the traditional publishing route, which is what I always dreamt of. Other people want to maybe do self-publishing. So I would probably be able to give sort of generic advice, things like, write what you know or write what you're interested in, write the book that you want to read, don't give up. Even if you can write just a couple of 100 words a day here and there, it soon mounts up, and before you know it, you'll have a first draft. And sort of don't edit as you go, either, because that can stop the process. I used to do that, so I tend to try and get all the words down first and then edit afterwards, because you can't. Somebody told me you can't edit a blank page, which is really good. I don't know if I would sit down or feel I was capable enough to sit down and actually write a book from A to Z giving advice, but hopefully I can give a few nuggets of wisdom and things that I've learnt along the way.
Because you believe that everyone's got a book inside them, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Whether it's fiction or whether it's something that's happened to you or something you've been through, I think you can. It's just being sort of devoted enough to sit down and actually get it on paper. Because I'm a big procrastinator.
Julie, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it there. But thank you so much for joining us